Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Back-to-back Western Conference Finals appearance for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves eliminated the Golden State Warriors in 5 to reach the conference finals once again. Ant-Man averaged 26 points a game, almost 8 rebounds, almost 6 assists. Julius Randle right there with him, 25 points a game, almost 7 rebounds, almost 7.5 assists per game. The dynamic duo was as good as advertised, even better as the rounds advanced. Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves have faced a very impressive gauntlet of stars on their way to back-to-back conference finals and dispatched them all. Remember, last year they beat KD and Book. They beat Jokic and Murray. This year, they took down LeBron and Luka. And although they only faced Steph for a game, the game that Steph played in, he started, they ended up losing that game. But once Steph went away, they swept it, a gentleman's sweep, 5-1. 4-1, excuse me. So the Timberwolves advanced to the Western Conference Finals where they'll await the winner of the Nuggets and the OKC Thunder. Oh, watching this game tonight, Minnesota, they've been very impressive. Ant-Man is a budgeting superstar. He's growing right before our eyes. Julius Randle has found a home. He plays very, very well alongside Ant-Man, and they get great contribution. Jaden McDaniels had 14 points. Rudy Gobert had 17 points. Mike Conley had 16 points. Dante DiVincenzo, he had 13 points. This was an overall team effort, and this is what you want. You get an opportunity to close the team out, you close them out. You don't leave anything to chance because you're a rolled ankle or anything away from extending the series. They took care of business, and now they're moving on. What impressed you most about what you saw tonight from Minnesota?
I think that, watching Minnesota, this year from last year, I think they're most focused. Ant-Man just showing the world how great he's going to be, during his continuing in the NBA. But you got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit. This is a big game. Close it out at home. Get ready for the next series. Everybody took a turn tonight. Rudy was inside. Julius just posting up. You got Conley was hitting big threes. Dante doing what he's doing in New York, getting big plays. And Ant was just on cruise control tonight. He makes sure everybody got shots, and he just played the game. He can get smarter and smarter by the more you watch, smarter he get.
Yeah, he had 22 points, 12 assists, which is a career playoff high, 12 assists, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks tonight, and a steal, as you mentioned. The thing where they got whatever they wanted. They shot 63% from the floor. They damn near shot better from the floor than they did the free throw line. They were only 67% from the free throw line. They were 63% from the floor. And as you mentioned, Ant-Man, look at Julius Randle was 13 of 18. Rudy Gobert was 8 of 9. Mike Conley, 5 of 7. Ant-Man, 8 of 15. Nas Reed, 3 of 5. Dante, 5 of 7. So you can see they were getting whatever they want. Easy shots at the rim. They did a great job. Now, they lost the offensive rebounding battle. I mean, Golden State had 18 offensive rebounds to 6. It didn't hurt them, but the next round, both teams can offensive rebound, so they're going to have to clean that up. Ocho, you watched this game, and we talked about when Steph went down, they were going to have to have an uphill climb. Tonight, Pozetsky, he came to play. He had 28 points, 11 of 19, 4 of 6. Jimmy struggled a little bit, 4 of 11. He only had 11 shots, Ocho. He was 9-11 from the free throw line, 0 of 3 from the three-point line. But outside of Paz and Kuminga, they didn't get the contributions that they really needed, and they really needed Jimmy Butler. This is why they got Jimmy. For a game like this, if Steph is out, extend the series. Let's give him an opportunity because he's going to start doing some light working, and the next game is 3 days away. So maybe we get a chance to get him, and this is when they needed playoff Jimmy to be playoff Jimmy in Golden State.
Listen, I don't know what was wrong with Jimmy at all. Because he's been playing. He hasn't been aggressive the past 2 games. Obviously, trying to facilitate to everybody else. If they would even have a chance, you're down 3-1. If you even gonna have a chance, I need playoff Jimmy. I need that mentality to come through. Well, I'm gonna take this game over. I'm gonna do everything I can to get myself in rhythm first, and then I'm gonna facilitate to everybody else once I get myself going. Podziemski led the team with 28,
11 of 19.
I mean, what are we talking
Kuminga,
about?
11 of 23. So that shows you they were aggressive. That's what we were expecting for Jimmy. Because remember last game, Ocho, he only took 8 shots. And we're like, man, what's going on with Jimmy? And now he comes back in a closeout game. It's do or die. You either cleaning out your locker or you're getting another outfit ready to go back on the road, back home. And so this is what you give us?
Yeah, but that's why I'm thinking now, this is not the Jimmy we used to seeing. This is not the Jimmy I'm used to seeing with Miami. Right. So I'm thinking maybe this late in the season, something's wrong with Jimmy. Maybe he's hurt. Maybe something is ailing that we don't know about, but he's still fighting, knowing that Steph is out and they would have no production from anywhere else outside of him and Kuminga. Kuminga should be in the starting lineup from now on, period. Steve Kerr should be ashamed of himself for having somebody that's continuously dropping buckets the way he is night in and night out and losing efforts and still doing all he can with Steph being out. Outside of that, listen, Julius Randle did what he was going to do. Ant-Man, he's the face of the league. I don't care what nobody say. He's the head of the snake. The snake gonna over. Goddamn, Rudy Gobert dropped 17 tonight, huh?
Yeah.
17.
17 and 6. 17. What did he have? He had 17 points, 8 rebounds, no assists, no steals, 1 block. But he was plus 21. Jimmy was plus 20. McDaniels plus 2. Rudy so they got an all-around team effort.
But now that you watch, that's the key word. Before I let you finish, right? You just said the key words. A team effort.
6 guys in double figures, Ocho and Oak.
6 guys in double figures. Not just that, Chad. They all shot over 50% from the field. That will hurt you. And especially a team undersized, don't have your main guys. And, like I said, Butler, they've been saying he's been playing well. Even though Golden State been winning with him, you ain't see that Butler in Miami. Right. You haven't, a couple games here and there, but he never really played consistent in Golden State. But Golden State won. The record looked good, but on the court in the playoff, Butler, used to take over. But these guys is young, athletic, and that's what the game now. It ain't about banging no more. It's the wear and tear going up and down the court.
If you watch the Warriors and you watch the Timberwolves, where can they guard? Draymond really can't do anything with Drew Randle. He's too big of a body. He just bangs him. They don't really have anybody that can do anything with Ant-Man. And so really your 2 best players, you don't really have an answer for. So if you don't have an answer for them, now you bring the double team. I'm going to kick and I'm going to get Mike Conley getting wide open threes. I'm going to get somebody getting wide open looks or somebody diving to the basket because you've got to send help. If you don't send help, I'm going to punish you guys one-on-one. And that's what happened tonight. Your stars, when you got stars and the opposing team don't have a guys that even if nobody can really stop anybody, but make them be inefficient. Right. Julius Randle was 13 of 18. That's not making him inefficient. Ant-Man was 8 of 15, 5 of 9 from the 3. So he's shooting over 50% from the 3. He's shooting over 50% from the floor. Julius Randle is 13 of 18. What's your answer?
Rudy probably was 8 for 8 from the field. 9. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's going to be hard to beat them, especially when all 3 of them shooting like that and the team is rolling. They got a little loosey-goosey with them turnovers in the third quarter.
They got a little careless.
And but that's Minnesota, though. They go down by 15, go up by 20.
I think the thing
they play like that.
If I'm Chris Finch, Ocho, I'm saying, look, guys, if we want to be the team that we think we can be, we can't have a lapse like this because we have a lapse like this in the next round. That team will come. Both of those teams will come all the way back and snatch a victory from us.
Right. Yeah.
So let's not play around. Let's kill a gnat with a sledgehammer. We had them down 20, 22, 23 points. Let's go ahead and end it. Make Steve Kerr go ahead and sub his guys out with 4 minutes left because they're down 26. Yeah. Let's not dilly-dally around. And I think that's the mentality you're going to have. You're right. Ant-Man is 23, 24 years of age? Yeah, I think he's 23, isn't he? Ant 23? 22.
23 going, 23.
Yeah, he might be 23. But anyway, those are the type of games. This is a very learnable moment, teachable moment. Because when you get in these situations, Ocho, let's not fool around.
No.
Let's go ahead and end this thing. Hey, I can get you out. Because Ant-Man played 48 minutes. Drew Randle played 43 minutes. McDaniel played 41 minutes. Hey, I could have got your guys off the court. That could have been, instead of 41, that could have been 37. That could have been 36.
Absolutely. And the way they played towards the end of the game, Monk, if they playing a better team, if you're playing a better team out the West,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able to pull that off. You're not gonna be able to pull that off with those turnovers. And obviously, collectively, when you make it to the when you make it to that Western Conference Finals, you're gonna be playing a much better team all the way around.
Yeah.
All the way around. Shit, the goddamn Warriors, and I mean no disrespect, them boys look like a G League team tonight without Steph. You know,
Well, Steph makes everything go.
I know Podzimski and goddamn Kaminga did their thing, but outside of that, well, it really wasn't nothing out there.
You know what?
I think if they still would have Steph, Minnesota, they just too much. They got too much length, and they too talented, and they got Ant-Man and figure out how to play basketball. He giving the ball up left and right, and because they double team, somebody open every time because he's passing the ball. You gotta give him credit. He found out how to play the double team.
Right. And I think Ocho, Oak and Ocho. I think the best thing to happen to Ant-Man is that he went to the Olympics and he saw the other great players and he saw how they played.
Yeah.
Yep.
He saw Steph that'll give the ball up. He saw KD give the ball up. He saw LeBron give the ball up. Think about when they were down to Serbia. And it's like, oh, and you see them guys play unselfish.
Yeah.
Steph, guys making 3 or 4 passes instead of forcing it, because a lot of times, Ant said himself, hey, hell, I get down 10 points, I'm going hero ball. They said, nah, just make the right pass. Just make the right. You got to be able to trust. Now, obviously, he ain't got LeBron and Steph and KD as teammates, but you have to be willing to trust the guys that they're going to be able to do it. Then there'll be a time that you have to go into that phone booth, make a quick change, and come out with the cape on your back. But you're going to have to trust because you're not going to always be able to do that. You're going to have to be able to trust those guys, and those guys need to know that you trust them and to give them confidence that they can step up and make those shots. But I like what I saw from him, because when the Lakers tried to take him away, he passed the ball.